The only ways to save your progress in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 are either to sleep in a bed that you own, or to save and quit the game, or to complete a quest, a mainline quest, and automatically save. So these things are pretty tricky. Saviour Schnapps is the alternative, which is a potion that you can craft. I'm going to show you how to do that really early in the game without actually getting the recipe. So if you follow these steps, you'll unlock the ability to do it. Here's the recipe for you. You need belladonna, wine, and nettles. So you need to find belladonna, which is going to be the hardest part of that. And then you need nettles as well. And then this is the process for doing it. So first of all, grab some wine off the shelf on the left-hand side of the alchemy table and pour it into the cauldron. Then you'll see there's an option to press I for your inventory. From here, select the belladonna and the nettle that you've collected, and then deposit that on the shelf. That then prepares it ready to go. Then what you want to do is to put a handful of nettle into the wine, and then we need to drop the cauldron down onto the fire and then boil it for 2 turns. So drop it down. I tend to use the bellows immediately to get it boiling quickly, and then turn the sand over. So we're going to put the sand glass over and wait for the sand to drain out. Once it's drained out, you'll then flip it over again. So press the button to flip it back over, and then wait for it to drain out again, and then that'll have completed the 2 turns for that. At this stage, once that has drained out, you can then raise the cauldron up. So press the button to raise the cauldron up from the fire, because you don't want it to boil for any longer. And then we've got to grind belladonna. So you get the 2 handfuls of belladonna, put it into the mortar and pestle, and then grind it up. Now, belladonna is very hard to find in the world, so make sure you grab it as soon as you can and dry it out if possible, or buy any that you find from merchants, because it's going to be very useful for crafting the Saviour Schnapps, and you'll need a lot of this to make the game easier for you. Add that to the cauldron, then drop the cauldron back down, and then we're going to boil for 1 more turn. So put it down into the position above the fire, then tug on the bellows, and then flip the sand glass back over and wait for the sand to drain out just now until that's finished. And that process is pretty straightforward, as you can see, but the belladonna is going to hold you back from it, so you just need to watch out for that in the world, because it can be pretty tricky to find. I'm hopefully going to do a video on where to find that soon, so subscribe to see that. But then you grab the file and then just pour out from the cauldron into that, and then you've completed the Saviour Schnapps. Now this is how you unlock Saviour Schnapps without even learning the recipe, so you can do this really early in the game, learn that, and then you can craft it. Once you've done this, craft as many of these as you can, and keep repeating that process, and then hold on to them, and then you can use them to save regularly before there are incidents if you run into a band of bandits, for example, so you can quickly and easily save without hassle.